All right, people, take this rumor as I'm talking about a heavy grain of salt. There's a massive rumor that Scalebound is actually being revived. Last year, Jez Corden said something about that. There was rumblings in the works about the game coming back for Microsoft. And if this game comes back, there's going to be a lot of people hype about this. Even for me, in my say, I didn't care for Scalebound that much. It seemed like it was too ambitious and it was too unknown of a game at the time for it to become any hype for it, you know what I mean? But let's check out what this article has to say. This comes from InsideGaming.com. Scalebound revival could be underway. It's claimed Scalebound was an ill-fated title from the beginning, suffering immeasurable at the hands of delays, and ultimately a full-scale cancellation of the project was revealed in 2014. Pinned to release 2016 and pushed back to 2017, but then at the start of the year it was canceled by Microsoft Studios, slated the publisher. This was around the time Platinum Games was cooking up some new stuff, and then they had to port over to do some other things. Okay, now in a discussion of Xbox Era Podcasts, which is Jez Gordon's and everyone else, you see Nick, co-host, and some other people, has been directly suggested Scalebound may be scheduled for something of a revival in a breakdown that lasted a couple minutes. Spinocial Nick, co-founder and co-host, explained that Platinum Games might be working on an upcoming bring the Scalebound project back to life. Even though, like I said, I'm not really a fan of Scalebound. You know, we'll go back and look at the trailer at some point and give us a full detailed breakdown. Even work. See, this is what I'm talking about. It was more than 5 years ago since Scalebound, the Xbox exclusive action RPG, was ultimately canceled. For the most part, plenty of content was revealed regarding the project, and according to Platinum Games, many of those planned assets reported over to Bayonetta 3 project. Like I was saying, of course, I didn't play Bayonetta 3. It was a big open world-ish game. You know, they had some using the monster and fight and stuff like that. You can see some mechanics in the game going from Scalebound, but we can always allude because we can't have any concrete evidence of what was originally in the game, but we know some aspects ported over. On the cancellation of Scalebound, Platinum Games revealed Scalebound 10 years ago. It was regarded as a challenging new experience for the studio. Yes, it was. But the studio between Platinum Games and Microsoft was expected to make the project more foreseeable. When the project fell through, Hideki Kiyama, co-founder, explained that the team simply wasn't experienced enough to deliver on their vision for Scalebound. Now, in a statement handed down to Xbox Era Podcast, it seems that there's a chance for Scalebound project to be renewed, potentially receiving something of a fresh start in discussion, co-founder, co-host, Special Nick has explained. Now look, it is very, very early that I've been told that Platinum Games is working with Xbox again to look to bringing back Scalebound. Nick explained that there wasn't sure meant a full revival or a pickup, that we had left the kind of project, but it's certainly not something that's totally outside realms of possibility. Like this whole same about Jez Gordon. Last year, Jez Gordon published an article on Windows Central that outlined Platinum Games' coming intention to eventually revive Scalebound project. However, it's important to bear in mind that the rumors such as this should be certainly taken in a pinch of salt. A pinch of salt, man, you need an ocean of salt. Because Scalebound see the light of day once again, there is an assumption that they start as a third-person action RPG, could be mutated to a live service online RPG, but that is a conversation for another day. Okay, that's just a good quick overview of the whole arc, but now this is what I believe. Listen, this year, Microsoft, and this past while, Microsoft is actually putting in the work, finally. Like I said, this is the year of Xbox. If they want to bring back Scalebound, this is the time to do it. And this is one of the games that people have been talking about for years to bring back. And I'm talking about massive freaking years to bring Scalebound back. I'm like, when I saw it, I wish I had my initial reaction for it. I was like, I don't think it's going to work. The game was too ambitious, like they said. But now they have more experience. Now they have the budget backing them. Now they have the talent backing them. They made Bayonetta. They have the semblance of what they want to do for the game. And now they can actually make it as a good game like they wanted to do. That's what they wanted to do. But now they have it. It's like, if you get the right team of people, you can put in the Unreal Engine 5. You can have their Platinum in, whatever the engine they're using. Listen, the assets are there to make a great game. And if Microsoft wants to come out swinging, they'll bring Scalebound back. I may check it out then, you know what I mean? Maybe I can give the game a second look. But the live service thing, everything wants to be live service now. Money makes the world go around, people. Money makes the world go around. But I feel like I don't think this game should be a live service game unless it's like a good single player story driven game with live service elements tacked on later for like a multiplayer kind of thing, co-op, you know what I mean? Just specifically for that. That's what they need to do. We don't need another live service game at the moment, but as we've seen, you know, throughout the years, live service is the future for gaming. It's like it is like they're gonna shove it down our throats. We might as well just make use of it because there hasn't been a really good live service game. I like Destiny, even though it has some flaws to it. I like Destiny. However, we could have like a freaking Devil May Cry as Dragon kind of game like this. You know what I mean? It sounds cool on paper, but it was too ambitious back in the day for me. And this is like the third or second rumor that I've heard about the game coming back. I don't know any people in the inside, but to get it in, there is rumblings. There's mega rumblings for this game to come back. Yeah, we'll stay tuned for this, but take this, like I said, take this as a heavy grain of salt, and we'll see in the future if Scalebound is actually truly coming back. All right, y'all, like, subscribe, peace. Stay tuned for some more gaming and anime content, y'all. I'm out.